So today we've had a delivery. Hopefully in this box should be a new Mac Mini. It's really well packaged. I can say there's no way any damage was going to occur to this. And the box is quite clever. It even has a pull tag on it, assuming that's what it is. So let's have a look at the box. And actually, I have no idea how to get in it. I think scissors might be needed. So now back with a pair of scissors to try and unseal the box. To be honest, it's not really any clearer how to get in it, so I think I'm just going to pull the tag and see what happens. There we go. Tag is off. Oh, it simply opens like that. Wow. Look how it opens. That's amazing. If nothing else, look at the design that's gone into this box. Put that to one side for a minute. And here we go. This is the box for the new Mac Mini. This is the standard version, the Mac Mini with the Apple M4 chip. It's the the 16 gig of RAM with the 256 gig hard drive. I don't know whether you can read that. So next step, I guess, is to peel these off. Standard Apple fashion. Pull the tags, opens the box, off they come. I have to say that was a lot easier than getting into the outer carton. So are we ready? Off comes the box. There we go. And there's the Mac Mini. Wow, it's quite heavy, but not overly so. I don't know what I'd compare it to really. I'd say it's probably about the equivalent of 2 Apple TVs in weight, maybe slightly more. Possibly, maybe. It's easy to carry anyway, it's not overly heavy. So let's remove some of the other packaging that's on the outer of the carton. It's very reminiscent of unwrapping an iPad with the outer covering. It's like tissue paper that's adhesive. Oh, and then the bottom piece comes off as well. Not quite sure why, but there's this big white bit on the bottom. I think it's just extra padding. We'll pop that to one side for a minute, and you can see the front of the device. It's very, very cold. It's just been delivered. I think it's probably been in a delivery depot overnight. 3 USB sockets, HDMI, Ethernet and power. There's the actual on-off switch. And this is the front. You've got a 3.5mm jack plug and 2 more USB sockets. Let's pop that down. Let's have a look in the box. Remove this top cover, and you can see that we've got the plug in here. Again, another marvel of engineering. Look how it's been wrapped together. I don't know who thinks up these packaging ideas, but some of them really are amazing. Not easy to get into though. So if we remove the tags, remove the outer piece of cardboard, and then you find it's actually attached to the inner piece of cardboard. Pop that back in the box. At some point, I've no doubt an upgrade will get done, and I'll be selling this on. And it's just a standard plug, nothing special really. It's braided with fabric, seems to be quite good quality. It seems to be incredibly long. I'm not entirely sure how long it might be. It's over a metre. 4 feet maybe. This is it. Folded into 4, it's this big. Okay. So I think what I'll do is I'll go plug it in and see how it goes. Hope you found that useful. Thanks for watching. So I've got it all plugged in now, only roughly for testing. And you can see that the first thing it's asked for is a software update up to version 15.1. Now, just a warning that this was 2.5 gigabytes, so it will take a little bit of time to come down. And then it's only just started now and estimates 30 minutes remaining. So if you're planning on switching it on and using it to have any work done, then think again, because you're going to have to perform the update first. Setup was easy. I'm not using a Mac keyboard, I'm using a Logitech MX Keys. All I did was I've got a little adapter here, I don't know whether you can see it properly, and plugged my Logitech Bluetooth adapter into it, into a standard USB socket. So I think that was a couple of pounds off Amazon, so nothing too complicated. Standard HDMI lead going into a Dell monitor. Once I've got it up and running, I'll obviously tidy up. That is my old PC, which will be getting an update, upgraded and used for something else. You can see the size difference though. It's night and day. So I'm just looking for something to use as scale, but there really isn't anything here. Well, yes there is, here we go. That's a standard roll of sellotape. So you can see actually how big it is now. Okay, well I hope that helped a little. I can now confirm that that first step doesn't actually take 30 minutes. It takes about 10 before it reboots and switches to this screen, black with a progress bar at the bottom, but unfortunately we're still waiting while it performs the update. It's very, very, very like the update on your iPad, so it downloads it, unpacks it perhaps, reboots the machine, and then you're at the progress bar with the Apple logo sat waiting. So perhaps all in, once it's finished, maybe it does take 30 minutes, so I'll update in a little, oh, there we go, something's happening. So it has been on that screen for perhaps 2 or 3 minutes, and it looks like it's doing another reboot. Hopefully, it'll come back on. The Mac Mini is still lit up, there's a light on the front, and yeah, we've got a picture again now. Yeah, this is very much like the slow progress bar at the bottom of the screen on an iPad when it's performing its update. Hopefully, it might jiggle along and zip to the end in a second. So I'll just keep filming for another few seconds. If nothing seems to be happening, I'll stop and come back in a few minutes. No, it doesn't look like this is getting anywhere fast. So I'll see you shortly. So we've just rebooted again, probably 2 minutes later. This time the Mac Mini turned its lights off completely, but has just come back on again. Back to the display. Progress bar at the bottom. I have to say this isn't very exciting. I did think, having purchased a brand new device, that the software on it would be totally up to date. Clearly that isn't the case, so it makes me wonder when these were actually manufactured. It was obviously a little while ago, but it looks like we're near the end now. Is this a reboot, or are we going to end up at a login screen? Looks like another reboot. Hopefully this should be the last time. Can't be much longer now. Oh, there we go. back to the basic setup screen. Strangely enough, I entered all this when I first turned the machine on, so this is actually a duplication. So pop the details in again. Oh, it's kept some of it, but not all of it. I don't need any accessibility options, although it's nice to be asked. I don't particularly want to transfer any information. Looks like there's an option for not now. And this is where I'll have to sign in. So I'll just leave you there for a minute. So I've just popped the password in and got the usual authentication, which has been sent to my phone, asking for the number. Here we go. More terms and conditions. We're now at the point of setting up an account. I've put my personal details in. To be honest, I'm quite shocked at how long the entire thing is taking. Considering I've already got an Apple account, an iPad, an iPhone, I've had a MacBook Pro in the past, I would think that it would already have a lot of these options preset. I mean, is that it? Is it doing something? It's very odd that you click on the buttons and the screen just stays there. It doesn't actually move on to anything else, although that you can see that there is some sort of action occurring. Look at the swirly icon down here. Oh, here we go. Disk encryption. I don't really need disk encryption. To be honest, this machine is basically going to be used for email, web browsing, and some video editing, so nothing too major. Here we go. Finally. Welcome to Mac. We've got a continue button at the beginning. And here we go. Finally, we're in. So, to be totally fair, I would say the entire thing took 30 minutes. So, not too bad, I suppose, for a brand new machine being set up from scratch. Not quite as quick as I would have liked, but it's working. We're at the desktop. There doesn't seem to be any problems, even though I'm not using an Apple keyboard or mouse. So, I'll leave you there. Hopefully that's been slightly useful, showing you what's needed when you first switch on your new machine, and you can see how long it's going to take. Thanks for watching.